Everybody, welcome to today's video. We have a special guest here today, Aria. My name is Lindsay. If you're not familiar with me, I'm the owner of Sublime Soul Crochet, where I crochet plushies, clothing, accessories, and more. Today, I have a very exciting haul, and I'm going to be unboxing the new yarn from MamaMadeMinis collab with Premier. I'm excited, I can't wait to show you. Will say when the drop went live, I believe it was supposed to go live at noon Eastern Standard Time. I went on the website. I completely forgot that it was that day. On the website, 12:08 to 12:10, and the color mocha had already sold out. And I had added it to my cart. Okay. The mocha is a deep brown, warm tone, but not too warm. And some of the other colors that I did get, I'll show you. I thought it would be a good middle range in between a few of the other shades, but that had sold out. So I was like, that's fine, whatever. I'm typing in my cart information. Boom. I get notified that the other color that I had in my cart was also sold out, and that was for Toast, I believe. It's like a lighter tan, a similar vibe. I use a lot of tans and browns. As you can see, some of these drawers gotta get a little bit cleaned up, but I primarily use all the different beiges, peach, browns, anything that's not too gray or washed out, I use for skin tones on my mermaids, my other dolls, and I love it. So I was very excited about these. That being said, once those come in stock, I will be getting my hands on those and doing almost a shade comparison for you guys if you're interested. But right now, I'll show you what I did get. Now, I know that Premier, a lot of the times when I order under 3, because they do come in packs of 3, it out, or they'll just throw the random skein in there, and I didn't want to have to deal with that right now. So I did order a lot of these in 3 because I wasn't sure if the other ones that I had were going to sell out by the time I went and upped or lowered the quantity. So the first one that we have here is the color Nectar. Now it is obviously a light orange, and I'll show you a comparison to the color Shell. So it's like a good mid-tone. It's still a little warm, so if you were to use it as like a skin tone for a doll, I would definitely add blush or pastel chalks to it just to give it a little bit of that extra oomph. But other than that, I'm excited to use that. Next color is Pebble, and it is almost a purpley brown. So this might look a little too ashy for skin tones. I think it would work perfect for hair colors, or again, use something to go with it. The next color is Pepper. This gorgeous charcoal color. I wish I got more of this, but I wanted to see it in person first. Very neutral, it's not too cool, and I plan on using that for a pit bull pattern that I recently got. Zest. I think it's exactly what it is. I think this was the first one that they announced on their social media. Gorgeous color. I use a lot of the Mango Mint for my Pogon, the Bearded Dragon by Crochet from Mars. I think it's pretty comparable. I think this would be a very good color. Obviously this one looks more mustard, but I think this would be a great color for anything dealing with bearded dragons, iguanas, geckos. There are a ton of new patterns out there, so I think this would be a great color for that. All right, this was a color that I got for a skin tone purpose. I'm obviously not going to be able to use it for it because it's too warm. This is the color Redwood. Looked a little less vibrant online. Maybe it was just me when I was ordering it. It is very bright. You could use this for hair color, like this. Or you could use them for, say, gingerbread men or different gingerbread houses around the holidays. Make it like a cookie theme. I'll play around with that one, but it would also work really well for tigers and like the lion's mane if you make any of those. loveys, snugglers, plushies. Now, I don't know if you can see behind here. This is a little bit of a mess, like I said, but this is my restock of yarn, and I'm already running out of yellows and greens. I'm one to pick more pinks. Those are very popular in different items that I make in my shop. I replenish that more frequently. I don't get a lot of blues, so this past trip before this, I did get a lot of like the mid-tone teals and aquamarine colors, and I really have been enjoying that. So as soon as I saw that they had a blue, I had to get it. Soft, cool tone, and I will say too, the texture on all of these is very consistent. Sometimes with Premier Brights, it can vary on color. I would say that the plush, Parfait Plush, varies more. Sometimes it'll be similar to that of if you've ever tried Sweet Snuggles, where it's kind of like scratchy and it looks velvety, but it's not. It's soft and plump and what it's supposed to be. All of these are very consistent, and I think these would be great colors for baby gifts. You can make blankets. Oh God. But anyways, color Dewdrop. I like this, and I haven't thought of a specific project yet for that color. I just want to have it in my arsenal in case I ever need more blue and I don't have it. We have 3 more colors left. I have this color, which is the color Cosmo. Say it's a neutral. I don't know if you can, I apologize if you're hearing my neighbor doing leaf blowing, but it's a very nice cool tone pink. It's obviously more muted compared to like the bubblegum and the light pink that I have up on the top shelf, but it's not like their other color. If I can think of the name, I'll put it on the screen. Looking at these 3 together, this would be gorgeous for a blanket, a floral project, maybe like a snuggler. I really like these 3 together, and seeing them stacked up on the table like that, I might have to play around with that. I'm gonna have to take a picture so I remember. Second to last is the color Heather. And it's this gorgeous lilac color. Their purple that they have, their lighter purple, is more gray toned, and it doesn't really look purple. So I don't really get a lot of their purple colors. I have gotten, I believe it's Eggplant is the darker purple. That one's really nice. It's very rich and opaque. I needed to have a light purple. And I also didn't realize that I had just gotten gain of the Loops and Thread Grand Ombre in the color Lavender Fog. That's a very close match. So if you ever run out and you need a comparable color, I think this would work. It's not an exact match, obviously, because this is ombre, so it's going to vary from light to dark. But again, it is very close. And the last color is Cypress. It's this beautiful, muted, but it's not. Like a very olive green, which would, again, be nice for plants. And I think it would pair very well, whether it was with colors like Cosmo or the Zest. I think these 2 would look really good together. Yeah, all the colors, and I do believe they have a few patterns on Premier. All of the colors, they do seem to match really well, which surprised me. And online, I had seen the pattern for their rainbow blanket. It looked nice, but I don't know. I just like, now seeing all the colors here, it kind of goes more with what I like, which are muted but opaque colors. A bit of pop, but not too much, and a lot of good neutrals. So I'm very excited about this collection, and I hope to check in once I have some projects made with it. I think I'm going to take the next week to work on those. But if you have any questions, you want to see closer ups, or you want a comparison as to exact color matches or shades against the regular Premier Basic Chenille line, definitely let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.